Welcome to the DayZ backpack tier list. We're not starting with a Pepsi crack this time. I'm sorry. I'm officially out of Pepsi. I know inflation has hit Pepsi prices bad. So if you'd like the next video to have a Pepsi crack right in the beginning, you gotta like and subscribe. It's the first time I've ever done that at the start of a video. My bad. There are 19 varieties of bag, 18 kind of, 19 varieties of bag in DayZ. We're going to rank them all based on how rare they are, how much they can hold, how many extra attachment slots they have, how visible they are to other people, things like that. Are they waterproof? You know, are your matches going to get damp and you can't make a fire when you need to make a fire? Part of this is going to be subjective because I'm talking about how good they look, and I am biased. Everyone, warning, here is my bias. I find trying to dress up like your G.I. Joe is a bit boring. So I tend to wear more civilian clothing, and so civilian clothing will get a bit more of a buff in this list. Without further ado, let's jump into it, and with our first hip bag. Now, this isn't a backpack, I know, but if one of the backpacks on this list is listed as a vest attachment on the DayZ wiki, I think I can get away with the most bag-like belt being on this list. It has 6 slots. You can see its silhouette is pretty small there, and it has the canteen attachment, which is pretty clutch. Now we have 4 different variants here. The green one more so is boring. I think I'm going to put that one in F because it is only 6 slots, but again, it doesn't go in the belt slot, and it's the only belt that has a carrying capacity. You know what? It's going in D tier. No, it's not. It's going in F tier. The black one's cool, though. It's better looking, you must agree. The medic one, also cool, and the party one, also cool. Like, you know, there's some mean meds in there, you know what I'm talking about? The sling bag. This is one of the newer backpacks to the game. We have 3 different variants here, but we're looking at, what are we looking at here? 20 slots, 4x5. You can have 1 navigation item and 1 tool attached. Now, I do like the new tool attachments, but with only 2 attachment slots, 20 slots, actually making this the smallest backpack in the game at all, alongside the dry sack, which we'll get to. But it has really low profile. You know what? I'm rethinking all of this. You get down here. You two stay here, because the medic one and the party one are kind of cool. You guys come down here. Thank you. Already rethinking my choices. What am I doing? Next up, the dry sack. Now, the thing about the dry sack is that it's basically just the sling bag, but worse, because it's in brighter colors and it has no tool attachment slot. So, sorry, but it is cool that you can finally make a backpack out of these. But as soon as you find a real bag, you gotta get rid of that thing. Next up, we have the Smersh bag, or the utility butt pack, as you might know it. Its best asset is not only can you wear it on your back, you can also attach it to the Smersh vest, and then you can have 2 backpacks, which is awesome. I love this thing. I like when you wear 2 of them, one on the bag, one on the vest, and you look like a camel. That goes in B tier. It's just cool. That's a cool-ass bag. Though, it is sad that this thing can only take navigational items, doesn't take any tools, but again, it's meant to be used in part with another bag, kind of like these guys. Next up is the child's briefcase. Now, this bag, a lot like the dry sack, and, you know, honestly, the sling bag too, is that it's a bag you pick up when it's the first bag you find, and you use it until you find something that's actually fucking useful. But it does have a tool slot, and it does look kind of goofy, funny, with the different designs. And I've never really thought... I do like the buggy bag. The buggy bag is kind of cute. The igloo, I do like igloos. I played a lot of Club Penguin growing up. Now, the pencil, you're just boring. Dog shit. I think the buggy and the igloo can go in D tier. They're cute. Next up, we have these canvas bag and army pouch. I'm labeling them together because they're basically the same bag. They're 25 slots, 5x5. They take 2 navigational items and 1 tool each. That's them. But of course, we have the different designs here. Now we have this canvassy one here. Okay, then we have the green, the camo, the black, and the tan. Kind of fuck with the tan a little bit. That might be useful in this new upcoming Badlands expansion. Who knows? But 25 slots. I do like the way they hang down low. I do tend to carry these bags a lot longer than they're useful when I have them. The medic one, that gets bonus points, okay? I'm just going to slot that one in up here at C. And I kind of feel like the black one is also cool looking. But these ones, I mean, come on. Come on. Green, tan. What are we doing? What are we doing here? Same thing here with the duffel bags that were added in the same update. They're kind of low tier, but I do tend to use them further into a character's life than maybe I should. But I really do like that these are different kind of bags. They sit lower on the profile. Something more and more important as we get further into this list, that some bags actually block your view when you're free looking around your character. Some of these can get in the way. Okay, so I like these low silhouette ones because they don't hinder you at all, and they also make you less visible to the enemy. which is great. Again, medic one gets bonus points because it looks cool. These ones, put them in there. Let's move all these up, hey? Beep. Let's start here actually with the courier bag and the improvised bags. Now, the courier bag is a 30 slotter with 1 tool attachment and 1 navigational, and it has a similar thing to these kind of messenger bag styles where it's low profile, and obviously its biggest benefit is that it's crafted. This one out of a burlap, this one out of a boar skin, ball bag, and they can be upgraded, which we'll get to as well. I tend to run one of these quite a while. If I'm not getting one of these ones, I'm getting one of these ones, you know what I'm saying? So these things, I think because they're so readily available early game, the ball one less so, you tend to need a gun for this one. But if you get it at swag points, what I would love, here is my request to the developers, can you make more variants of this with different pelt patterns? Can we get a red deer one? Can we get a fox one maybe? You know, different animals with different skins. I think like a cow pelt one would look awesome. That would be sick. And then their upgraded counterparts with 35 slots, 5 more slots. Still a low profile. Actually, if anything, I think they kind of might take up less silhouette on the side view there. These things are awesome. These things are great. I kind of wish you could make like these kind of things as well out of raincoats or something. Like, I want more crafted, improvised things in the world, but I'm not going to complain too much. Those guys straight up in a B tier. They're low profile. They're decent inventory size. Pretty decent camo. Now let's go back over here to the Tulloon bags. These are also 30 slot like these. Now back in the day, actually, the Tulloon bag used to have the same amount of size as the improvised bag, but with the changes of inventory sizes over time, these actually have less these days, which is a little sad maybe, but perhaps makes sense when you look at the actual size of them. It's a bit more bulbous on the silhouette, I won't lie. 1 tool, 2 navigational attachments, but we're looking at the colors here, okay? Now this is where I reveal to you, I am colorblind. I'm duotonomalous colorblind, which means my red cone is slightly shifted. So I struggle with certain orangey greens and certain bluish purples. So to my eyes, these are the same thing, pretty much. I can tell that they are different, but if you asked me this one in a vacuum, is that one the violet one? I wouldn't know. I wouldn't be 100% sure. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm colorblind out of the game. I'm colorblind in the game. That's just how it works. So these ones, they're pretty fucking visible, but they're good, you know, mid-early game. The green one, obviously, is a little bit more useful. The orange one, I put it F tier because Ish likes it a lot. I might have boosted his ego a little too much in the Chinaris Easter eggs video, so I've got to take him down a peg and we're going to put him in F tier. Next up is the assault bag here, which is our 36 slot bag, 6x6, pretty good. One thing I hadn't really considered is how long most guns are these days. Are they about 7 slots long? 8 slots long? Let me look that up. 9, 6, 8. Interesting. So with that in mind, we can actually start to piece together which bags can hold which weapons. Now, anyone that has a 6 in its length or width can now carry things like the AUG short or SMGs, but only bags that have an 8 in one of their dimensions, either 8 wide or 8 tall, can carry a lot of rifles, and there are just a lot of guns that can't go inside bags whatsoever. They have to be held within cars or storage containers. I'm glad that's a change, because that was a problem for a long time, that you could carry 2 guns on your back, 3 in your backpack, gun in your hands, and you were just like a walking loot bag. Now, with a lot of the backpacks getting shrunk down a lot, and these tool attachment slots coming in, so that a lot of those things that you would have held in your bag can just be attached to the outside of the bag, it's actually helped a lot reduce the amount of guns a person could carry. And that's an important thing here. So in one of these bags here, these assault bags, which, funnily enough, back in the day used to have the same amount of inventory size as both of these, but it's the kings of the low to mid tier, and the black one gets the crown for the best of the best. And this camo, I think the camo one's actually the ugliest one. It's got a decent silhouette, won't block your sight too much. It's not too sticky outy. And this one can go here in C tier. This green one, I think that one is actually quite nice. And we have our first winter variant with the Assault Winter variant. And again, look, on Sakal this might work. I'm not entirely sure how well the winter camo works on Sakal. But coming up next, we have the Hunter bag. Here is my personal favorite bag in the game. Now, you're going to expect me to put this in S tier. You think I'm that predictable? Its silhouette is not too high and it slopes down. You're not going to get your peripherals gunked up at all. And it just looks good, like that leather strap look. Oh, baby. And it is S tier, you thought. And the Hannah variant, while so rare, it only spawns in the Livonia bunker. It's also sick. It has a little patch of a flower and a cassette. Now, if only they put the radio in the game so you can actually listen to the cassette. Wouldn't that be sick? Great availability, spawning in lots of hunting locations. And it just looks fantastic. It's one of the... I'll run one of those till my character dies. If I find the hunting bag, it's like a black cowboy hat for me. I'm picking it up and I'm running it till I die. Now, next we have the leather sack. Now, this one's an interesting one because the only way to get this one in game is to craft it out of tanned leather, which is an item that no one ever makes. I don't think I've ever killed anyone that's had a leather sack on them. I don't believe I have created one. I might have created one once. I don't even know if I used the bag. I think I just made it out of curiosity. Its biggest problem is that you need garden lime to create tanned leather. Whereas with this bag, you can just make that. This one, you need garden lime. Garden lime you have in your base. And if you have a base, you have a better bag than this. A tan leather hat. Now, that's a good looking hat. I would tan the leather for the hat, but I'm not tanning the leather for the bag. If it were easy to get earlier in the game, I'd 100% do it. Or if the other leather clothing that's unused in the files were ever added, including water bottle, if that was ever added to the game, I would definitely care more about leather crafting. But until then, I think this is F tier because by the time you're able to make one of these, or you even care to make one of these, you've got a better bag. I'm sorry, it's got 42 slots, the same as the Hunter bag, but it doesn't look as good, and it's a much harder item to get. Up next is the dry bags. Same inventory slots as the Hunter bag, but rotated vertically rather than horizontally. And a lot more common. You can find these things on the coast everywhere, and they keep your items dry. So, if you got a pair of matches, you can put them in that bag, and they're not going to be wet next time you need to make a fire, which happened to me tonight. The issue with dry bags is that they are bright colors, as you can see. Even the black one, the one that's probably the least bright, has giant white text on it. 42 slots is fantastic, and you're probably going to run this thing for a long time until you find a more camo bag to swap to. I'm going to put the black one up here alongside the assault bag, but these colorful ones are probably going to go in C tier. You run them until you find something a little more camo. Unless you like dressing up in bright colors, and then you're probably fine using them for the rest of your days. Because again, that waterproofness makes them a solid, reliable bag, and they're decently sized. They're pretty good. Now we've got the tortilla bag, or as you might know it, the combat backpack. It's got 56 inventory slots, 7 by 8, which means this can hold assault rifles. And we have the original variant here. I'm actually a pretty big fan of this. If you're an Armor 3 fan, you might recognize this one as the carry-all backpack from Armor 3. It's the same model. It has a pretty decent silhouette and doesn't block your rear view vision much. But it does stick out bulbously quite a little bit. And I think of the military bags, this one is my favorite. This is my go-to if I'm picking up a military bag. And for that reason, it's got to go in A tier, baby. Now, look, the winter variant. If you're on Sakal, you're gonna like it. But me, even on Sakal, I'm picking up this one. I'm not picking up you. Sorry. If you're the first good bag I find, I'm picking you up. And then if I find one of these ones, well then, goodbye, mister. Mountain bag is actually one of my favorite bags because when I started playing the game, the mountain bag might have been the best, but it was non-military. Which was an interesting dynamic, that the highest capacity bag was a non-military colorful one. And I do like that little hiking bag look, you know, the colorful hiking bag colors. But as we know, that's a detriment on this list. The green one, obviously, gets a benefit. You know what? I don't care what you say. The green one is S tier. If you're running around the mountains of Chinaris, you want a mountain bag on your back, carrying all of your camping supplies. We're talking about your gas stove, your cooking tripods, your fishing rods. This thing can carry, I believe, the civilian tent. This is the bag you want if you're playing survivalist playstyle. If you're playing the game like a camping simulator, that's your go-to bag. Now, the colorful little brothers, less so. We're going to put those down in B tier, I think, because while they have great carrying capacity, you do stand out like a sore thumb wearing them. At least with this one, you've got at least a chance to not get spotted up near Tizzy. We're down to our last two variants of backpacks. We have the Coyotes and the Alice bags. Let's start off here. The Coyote bag. 56 slots. It's the same amount of slots as the Mountain bag. It's only just rotated horizontally rather than landscape. 8x7. And we're looking at one tool attachment slot with the two navigation slots, as is standard for most backpacks. And you already know where these things are going. This thing right here, that's going in B. It's got great carrying capacity. You can put assault rifles within that thing, but it does look like the jar of stuff at the back of my fridge until Badlands comes out, until we get on Nasdara. The tan is a detriment. We're going to put that one down here as well. And here's the Coyote problem. It is big and boxy. It has a huge silhouette, and it does block your view quite a bit when you're sniping. So that loses it points compared to some of the others. Also, you block a lot of sight as well, and now that I think about it. Now let me think about that. That's interesting. Am I letting my bias against military items have me ignore how fucking tall you are over you, who is better when it comes to sniping? I think I have. You know what? I'm surprising myself. I think if you're going to run a military bag, the green Coyote is the one to go with. As much as I personally would pick the tortilla bag, the combat bag. I think this old tactical Coyote, whatever you want to call it, might actually be the best military bag to carry in the game. I'm showing my hand too soon. All right, let's address the fucking giant elephant in the room. Jarvis, pull up an image of a DayZ character wearing an Alice bag. Do you want to look like this? The silhouette is massive on this thing. I have nicknamed this thing the Turtle Backpack for a reason. It makes you look like a Ninja Turtle. If you're going to wear any of them, at least wear the black one. The black one's A tier purely for its carrying capacity, and you're only allowed to wear it if you're building a base or it's carrying a car part. Okay? Yuck! It hurts me that I had put that in A tier just then. I can't ignore the fact that it is 64 slots. It's the highest capacity in the game. But it does look like shit. And there you go. That's the goddamn backpack tier list. I'm just reviewing the list real quick to see if I can be bothered to change anything here. All right, look. You can go up a little bit-ish. I'm sorry I said all that. The tan Coyote, even without Nasdara, you are valid. And you know what? The green assault can go up too. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I've adjusted my list. Do you guys agree with these rankings or not? Let me know down in the comments. And there will be a 2025 DayZ weapon tier list before the end of the year. I just need to make sure that I am comfortable with all of the new scopes and how that affects all of the new weapon rankings. So bear with me on that one. I want to thank you all for watching. Make sure you do like and subscribe so I can afford some more Pepsi Max cans for the next video. If you guys haven't, make sure you check out the funny DayZ gameplay videos we've been putting out. Here's a clip.
Oh, my character's made a fuck noise.
That was lucky.
Oh. I literally cannot tell the fucking difference.
Oh!
I was like, oh my god, I'm dead.
Oh, fuck, that hurt. Oh!
You remember when you used to change like the volume settings and be like...
Cannot fire.
And if you want more of that, they're on the channel. There's a whole series. You should watch them more than you do these talky videos, okay? The funny videos are better. All right, thank you for watching. Bye-bye. I love you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.